So here we are. Summer's coming up, and we're always at this point where we introduce something new. And I'm always saying I'm excited. I got this new collection. This is by far the best thing that I've done. But I can honestly say, and I truly feel like this is possible. I know, and again, I know I always say it, but I really feel like this is possibly the best thing that we've ever done. And the reason why I stress and say this is possibly the best thing that we've ever done is because it gets back to the root. It gets back to the root of thinking outside of the box and not giving a care what anyone else thinks. And I think that's what is needed right now. I look at a lot of these fashion brands that are coming out. It's a blessing because, when I first started back in 2000, there wasn't really a lot of clothing brands as they are right now. I don't know what happened. People got inspired. I don't know what it is, but there's been a huge spike, and I really like that. I really like that people are, really getting involved and being a part of an industry that's so creative and fun. But at the same time, I feel like it's losing that. I feel like right now the game is being oversaturated of the same thing. It's like people are doing it either for the money, or they feel like, it's the right thing to do, or it's the best thing to do creatively, and it's kind of getting oversaturated of the same thing. And which leads into why, we named the new collection Forever Fresh. And when you hear Forever Fresh, you instantly think, oh, fresh like the 80s, that whole dialogue of, the 80s, fresh talk, you know what I'm saying? But it goes beyond that, With me, everything, I don't do it if it doesn't make any sense. It goes beyond just saying, that's dope or fresh. For me, it really means fresh. When I say fresh, that means it's refreshing. That means it's something that we're introducing that no one else isn't doing right now. It's something refreshing. It's something like, dang, it's a breath of fresh air to know that there is something different and giving the people what they really want. If you notice, all the consumers, that are shopping and looking for new things, you talk to a person, you talk to these millennials, they are always constantly looking for something different. No one wants to be the same. Back in the day in our generation when we were coming up, everybody stood in line for the J's. Everybody wanted the same thing. Everybody wanted to have the same thing so they can have this particular status and say, yeah, this is where I'm at, son. Like, I got these right here. But this, with this millennial generation, which I really look up to as far as their creativity and how they process information, they're just different, and they strive to be different. And I feel like, in terms of, these brands, these upcoming brands, that's what we need. We need something different. And I want to give the consumers that. The customer wants to be different, but the people behind the brands are copying each other. And it doesn't make sense to me. You got to give the people what they want. And, a brand like Soulsimplicity and the way that I process things and the way that I look at things and how I've always been, I just strive to do that. And so when you say Forever Fresh, that means, through the timeless, however many times trends, fashions change, we're always going to be forever fresh. We're always going to introduce something that's different, that what people are doing outside of the norm of what everyone else is doing. We're always going to have something refreshing and something different that the consumers and the people that really enjoy our, the market that we're in, we're always going to introduce and have them something special to look forward to. And again, I just want to encourage all these brands, everyone that's coming up, and I'm not here to act like I'm a boss or anything. I mean, I've been doing this for a while or whatnot. I am a boss in certain aspects, but I say this to say, man, as these brands, these new and upcoming brands and so forth, we need to step it up and learn how to think outside of the box and stop copying and doing what everyone else is doing, man. That's not cool. You got to be able to continue to keep the culture going and being able to keep this thing alive by, just keeping up with the time, keeping up with the culture, but introducing and translating our message and our brand in a different way versus trying to do what everyone else is doing. And that's what I strive to do as a brand. That's what Soulsimplicity tries to do. And so, that being said, this summer it's coming out. And I'm really excited about this one. I'm excited about the music. Oh my God, the music is amazing. My whole thought process and the way that I looked at life and everything, I'm just in a different place right now, mentally, spiritually, and I just cleanse with all the things in my personal life to be able to create and clearly to be able to just process information and things around me and to be able to translate it into something so wonderful, into this art, into this music. And I really truly hope that you guys love it as much as I do. I know I say this every year, this is probably my far best collection that we've ever done, but I truly believe this, and I really want people to understand what I felt in creating this collection. It's gonna be something special. And again, I just want to encourage everyone to think outside of the box. If you're starting a brand, if you're starting a company, I know there's trends. That's why trends are trends, because it's currently what everyone else is doing. But use that as a tool. Use that as an element to be able to think outside of the box and give people and understand your audience. Understand what your audience wants and what the people want, so you can translate that to them and give them the very best. You know what I mean? That's all I can say. And with that being said, Forever Fresh 2016 is coming. Hope you go out, check it out. Love you guys. I love what I do, and I'm just excited. Shout out to my team, my wife, I love you, mom and dad, soulsimplicity.com, my family and friends. See y'all soon.